Tito, is your report of a possible jumper falling on screen?
Duty Officer John, okay? Okay, lay it on me.
He looks fine. He's standing and is able to maintain his balance.
If he does go, he may go as far out as the street. It depends if a gust of wind hits him, because the wind is still fairly strong down here.
Negotiators to get a bit of time to build the report, but they're still actively talking.
EHS are prepared to have a sedation team go up when you grab him. If he needs sedation, they'll do that.
10-4,
Let's have everybody hold positions.
He's in, John. He's in. We've got him.
We brought him in just now. Good. He's in now. Everybody hold positions until EHS is clear with this person.
Welcome to Vancouver's downtown Eastside, where an extraordinary squad of police officers engage in an ongoing battle to keep control of one of the toughest beats anywhere in North America.
Police, we're coming in!
In Vancouver's downtown Eastside, the impact of addiction reaches far and wide. The situation has created a serious challenge for many of those who work and live in the neighborhood's 12 square blocks.
There's probably about 4,000 to 5,000 drug users living or hanging around this area here.
The police department's beat enforcement team work the front lines.
Hello, police.
They witness the devastating effect of chronic drug abuse on every street, in every alley, every day.
Hey, it's the police.
Maintaining law and order is a constant struggle, and the stakes are critical. At the morning briefing, Sergeant Toby Hinton fills in his team about a disturbing new problem.
There's a trend of overdoses occurring. There was about 12 or 14 people that died in the span of 2 weeks. It wasn't heroin, it was methadone, stolen from the pharmacy.
Yeah.
If it's liquid, I don't think it's that much of a worry. If it's powder, major worry.
In the city's most vulnerable district, there are several police divisions responsible for maintaining the peace. Constable Mark Steinkamp, a seasoned officer, has plenty of experience working this beat.
My nose, he cut me with nothing, I don't know what. Who did this? A native guy.
Done most of my career in the downtown east side in Vancouver. It's an exciting area. I like basically face-to-face policing and the old style of policing. Hi, how you doing, dear? Good. Take your hands out of your pockets, please. Well done, thank you. Get a little bit.
An 18-year veteran on the force, Mark is currently an acting sergeant and has been working hard to make the rank permanent.
It's been about 6 months. You go on to a couple of tests, and then we have an interview based on the core competencies of what a sergeant would be. Allow me to read you your rights. Okay?
With his application complete, the promotion announcements are only days away.
Tomorrow afternoon is when I'll find out if I get the job.
Pack it up.
Mark Steinkamp isn't the only one thinking about the future.
Good, get your stuff, get out of here.
After patrolling these streets for nearly 2 decades, Sergeant Toby Hinton's exceptional track record has caught the attention of upper management.
It's being suggested that I look at maybe moving up a little bit into another dimension of management.
Today, he's been called to a meeting to discuss a promotion of his own.
I don't know what my future holds inside this organization, but I would like to ride it out, with a close connection to the street.
This staff sergeant position is a really big change because your ability to walk out the door and do a project will, in my opinion, diminish.
I've not been a rush to enter the land of the carpet cop and disappear behind a paper shredder, On the positive side of things, I'd have an ability to influence more people, but I don't know about this whole disengagement from the street. There's a real tug going on there.
Another drug overdose has been reported, and Mark Steinkamp is the first officer on the scene.
Apparently, ambulance got a call
about a woman inside, maybe between 16 and 20 years old, possibly having a drug overdose.
Upstairs, an emergency response team works to revive the victim.
The fellow found her face down blue. It's
No good.
at this point,
History of drug use, do you know of?
yeah, crack cocaine, you name it.
Sergeant Toby Hinton arrives to assist with the call.
Fox 5-1, I'm going to need another unit to go with the victim here.
As the victim is rushed to the hospital, the police begin their investigation.
Lieutenant just received a methadone overdose across the street.
From across the street.
They suspect the victim overdosed after ingesting a large quantity of methadone, a drug normally prescribed to treat heroin addiction.
We're dealing with this possible sudden death overdose. I just want to know, taking methadone orally, what type of quantity would put somebody into an overdose state if that's all she was doing, not heroin or anything else?
How much?
50 mils if they're not accustomed to it. So, and she apparently was getting over 100 mils. So. You able to raise the unit with the victim up at the hospital and get us a status update there?
Yeah, just working on her. It doesn't look good thus far.
Copy that.
Yet another life may fall victim in the unforgiving world of the downtown Eastside. While the beat enforcement team attend to the city's most fragile streets, 35-year veteran Inspector John Mackay looks after the city at large.
I'm what's called the duty officer, so I handle major operations that might occur in the city, ones that are beyond what these people can handle.
Today, Inspector Mackay prepares for an impending demonstration in the heart of the downtown East Side.
There's going to be an anti-police protest by the anarchists. Over the years, they've done different violent things. They threw a Molotov cocktail. They also did an assault on some police officers. So that'll be my job tomorrow, to get the people in place that we need to deal with it and handle whatever comes our way.
Toby and Mark visit a local university armed with nothing but a slideshow presentation and a cautionary tale.
My name is Toby Hinton. I'm a sergeant in the skids, and I'm not very good with PowerPoint.
For these veteran police officers who've witnessed the devastating effects of drug abuse, helping to solve the problem involves more than walking the beat.
We're dealing with a predominantly crack-using population and coke-using population. This guy here is fixing in his tongue. With prolonged use, you have to find innovative places to fix your drugs.
This is Carly. She grew up about 6 blocks from where I am now. And her mom and dad loved her a lot, and she just liked to party. She ended up getting involved in coke and heroin, and she actually died of an overdose in November of 2001.
I do think that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and the best educator is usually the strong connection between the parent and the kid. If drug education is going to work, it has to be ongoing, and it has to be realistic.
With the recent upsurge of methadone overdoses, Sergeant Toby Hinton has instructed his squad to keep an eye out for it on the streets.
Yeah, it's tweaking.
Early into his shift, it doesn't take long for Constable Shane Aiken to spot an unmarked bottle.
Where's your prescription on, Sean? It's not your meth, Sean.
It is my methadone. 70 mils. It is my meth.
Where's the prescription?
Fox 2-1, checking 1 at the Carnegie.
Not far away, Constable Christy Fisher catches sight of another bottle of methadone.
You're not supposed to take it out of the pharmacy. And if you do, it's a single dose and it usually has your name on it, right? There's special privileges.
There's a big problem with methadone trafficking down here. People who have legitimate prescriptions are selling their methadone on the street to get money for coke or down.
I cannot give you this back, and of course I'm not going to give you that back because that's just enabling.
Despite the efforts of the police, the overdoses continue. Sergeant Hinton is called to an apartment building where another young woman has died.
Just wait for them to come down. This is her mom and dad.
We breached it.
Okay, geez, it sure came a long way.
Yeah.
Upstairs, the scene is grim.
And then there's this dish here, which I'm no drug expert, but I'm pretty sure that's cocaine.
Yeah. When was the last time she was seen?
Thursday.
Okay.
How old was she? 28.
Jeez. Hey, what a waste, eh?
Yeah.
Kind of sad, you know, when somebody's that young, got that much potential and future ahead of them. The parents carry all the guilt and everything that goes with it for life.
Oh, that's a shame, that is, I'll tell you. That's bad.
Drug addiction is an ugly business. From a street-based perspective of a cop that has to pick up after this mess, that has to deal with loved ones trying to connect with their family members who are, you know, just taken down at the knees by their drug addiction.
Today, the Vancouver Police Department will announce their list of newly promoted officers, and Mark Steinkamp will find out if his hard work and dedication has earned him his sergeant's stripes.
It took me 3 years of bumps and grinds to get to where I am today, and it's a big step for everybody who is wanting this position. It's a heck of a lot of responsibility. Just thinking about it raises my anxiety level. Inspector Palmer, Mark Steinkamp. Fine, wife said I should give you a call. Very good. Wow, wow. Well, thank you very much, sir. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm pretty happy. Thanks very much. All right, bye. It's official. No longer just an acting guy, a full-fledged sergeant in the Vancouver Police Department. It's a big step.
Yeah, I think if you put 2 out and you take the rest away.
At Police Department headquarters, Inspector John Mackay prepares his team for today's expected anti-police protest.
Okay, we're rolling now.
Units are deployed to Victory Square Park, where the protest is supposed to take place.
We have a plan in place with some police officers, and we're going to do what we have to do.
Command 1 to 6 Tango Flight 2.
Mackay puts everyone on standby until he can determine the size and scope of the protest.
There could be 40 people, there could be 20 people, there could be a couple hundred people. You never know. This could turn out to be a great big nothing. But in any case, you have to be prepared.
After much reflection, Sergeant Toby Hinton has made a decision about his career path.
The squad really doesn't know anything about it yet, but I've decided I'm going to take that position of acting staff sergeant.
With his choice now made, Toby's priority is to find the ideal replacement to lead his team.
The squad has a lot of strong personalities on it, so it requires a strong leader.
He heads out to meet his friend, the newly promoted Sergeant Mark Steinkamp.
It's what we do, right? We work hard and we have fun and put bad guys in jail.
How do you feel about that, taking this spot?
Well, about time that your squad had a bit of leadership. Good. Squad's pretty powerful, man. You got Shane, Christy, and Tim, and hard-working folks in that squad. So
These guys are all high flyers. They're all functioning well. I mean, they're going to be pretty freaking happy, I think, to get you leading the squad. It's always a wild card who your sergeant is.
I got big shoes to fill.
Back at Victory Square Park, Inspector John Mackay has all his units in position for the planned anti-police protest.
If they have a lawful protest, boy, they're more than welcome to, but if they cross the line into criminal activity like damage to property and assaults on people and that kind of thing, then you have to take control of it. This group seems to want a confrontation with the police.
Inspector Mackay arrives on the scene, but a surprise is waiting for him.
There's nobody at the cenotaph. I don't trust it. It's odd.
The situation calls for further investigation.
It may have moved off somewhere too, you know. I'll go check Oppenheimer Park and we'll...
Alpha 62, I'll be able to pick up for you at Senator Carroll.
Park's empty. Nothing going on, so I think we're gonna shut this down. Command 1 to Oscar 5-1. Can I get you to the west lane of the 500 Abbott?
As Inspector Mackay calls in his officers, not too far away, a single protester makes an appearance.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shut this down. Enough's enough. Thanks a lot. Good job. Okay, guys, thanks. What these guys can't do is develop unity of purpose. And what you're seeing is the effect of that. They can't get anything going. So it fizzles into nothingness, which is a good thing for us.
At the beat enforcement headquarters, Sergeant Toby Hinton has called a meeting with his squad.
So the reason for the debrief here is because there's changes afoot in BT3, and some of you are aware of it. I was approached a while ago and asked if I would take the position of Staff Sergeant. I did some reflective thinking, and I think that it would be wrong for me not to give it a shot. I wanted to make sure that there is a guy that is a good guy to leave you guys with, and that is Mark Steinkamp. He's got a strong tactical background, all you guys know him, and so as opposed to hearing it third hand or fourth hand, I'd rather tell you guys directly that I basically sold out.
Okay. Golf 13, these parties were last seen running in the north.
As darkness falls on the city, Toby begins his final shift on the beat.
I definitely will miss being out on the street at 3 o'clock in the morning. The lone wolf looking after the city. Yeah, I don't know if you can get any better than that.
The night starts off slow, but like always, the calls begin to flood in.
President? We already got one.
A woman was in a fight and has been stabbed in the face.
Let's have a look at your...
No.
Where did it happen?
Eastside there in the valley.
Around the corner, a man was attacked outside a convenience store.
Okay, what happened?
I got hit in the head with my bottle.
Okay. Okay, so there was a fight going on when you opened the door?
Yeah, he had an issue with the shopkeeper.
I see.
As his shift nears its end, Toby Hinton makes one last foot patrol through the streets of the downtown Eastside.
Everybody who comes down here finds that this is like another world, and it was no different for me when I first started. But also, if you get to know the people here, they become real people, and that helps you humanize the problem a little bit more. Hi, how are you? Good. I think you can only survive for a long time down here if you're a fair and decent person.
Come here. I'm gonna marry you one day.
That's so nice.
You told me that many years ago. You're gonna marry me.
Okay. I gotta go. Bye-bye.
They don't have a
Okay.
The next morning, Mark Steinkamp is at the official swearing-in ceremony for newly promoted sergeants. On the other side of town, Toby is running late for his weekly kids' judo class.
Yeah. Late night. Sorry about that, Doug.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, hi.
What is it?
No!
Nothing like a good 3 hours sleep and a bunch of kids climbing the walls to wake you up.
This is one of the great days in your life, and to be picked to be a sergeant in this organization means a lot. This role is the key leadership role in the organization. You are the ones that are going to make a difference, and you're the ones that are going to cry fight. So congratulations, well done.
This moment marks the beginning of a new era for Mark Steinkampf and for the 15 men and women he will soon command on the Beat Enforcement Team Squad 3.
How you doing? Living the dream. There we go.
It's dawn in the downtown Eastside, and Toby Hinton is starting his first day in his new position as acting staff sergeant.
Good morning, officer. Good morning. I had 4 years where I was a supervisor for what I consider one of the best squads in the city. Maybe it's time for me to see if I can accomplish more at a different level. And if not, well, back to night shift in the skids, and that's okay. It's a different day in the neighborhood.
At squad headquarters, the torch is about to be passed on.
See you in there.
Yeah. Mark Steinkampf gets ready to lead his first parade.
I don't have a lot of words of wisdom, man. I'm not gonna have 45-minute parades just so I can hear myself talk. No. So, in all honesty, I'm happy to be here. Your reputation as a squad and as a working unit is excellent. I'm proud to be here. Work hard, have fun. It's my mantra.
So, what exactly does a staff sergeant do? Do you have any idea? I just may have a pretty shitty job.
This guy's dealing right below here in the blue stripe.
If you can bang off some of the higher level street dealers there, do that.
You're going to jail, my friend, and we're going to fingerprint you, and I'm going to find out who you are.
I used to give people a lot more leeway, especially when it comes to lying.
It was nice to meet you. Please don't lie to police again.